welcome everybody. We're gonna be jumping into my podcast right now. Doing my check. What's up? Stream Elements, what's good? Let me get my music on real quick, you guys. This is how I hit my rock bottom for the very first time and how I dealt with it. Stuff in life that we take for granted, you know what I'm saying? Just like being able to be here and wake up today and not fucking be in a fucking grave or be in a fucking prison somewhere or fucking who knows what, you know what I mean? It could be way worse. Your situation could always be worse, always. And that's one thing that I learned in my life is never take for granted the little things in life because they can fucking be gone in a drop of a hat. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is in life, nothing is promised to you. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the podcast. I'm YouTube.SKILLZ, aka SKILLZ Gaming, and I'm back with another podcast for you guys. Now, this podcast hasn't been going for the last, maybe month or so, but it was going hard when we had started it, and it was all on our old channel, and plus on Spotify podcasts, so thanks to them, they were able to save all 9 episodes. And well, like I said, this podcast is called Willpower. Now, if I could do it, you can do it podcast. And I want to welcome everybody to this talk show. Now, what I'm going to be speaking on today is just like a recap on basically pretty much the first episode where I talk about myself and how I became where I am today, how I went from 0 to 100, you know what I mean, from where I was 10 years ago to how I got to where I am now, you know what I'm saying? And the transformation is insane. If you would have seen the person that I was 10 years ago, it's a dramatic transition, you know what I'm saying? And I want to call out to all those addicts out there, all those people that had hardships in life. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's, been depressed or they've been going through issue or trials after trial in life. You know what I'm saying? And they don't know how to get out of it. And, they're losing hope. Maybe, reach out for them people out there. And because I know life's hard, you know what I'm saying? We all go through this shit, you know what I mean? Yo, VIP Zaza in the house, what's good? Scary Strex 90 in the house, what's up? Yeah, we got the podcast back on, dog. Hell yeah. I'm just gonna do a little recap, let the folks know, you know what I'm saying, what it is and shit. But yeah, I basically wanted to touch on the main thing is that it had to take something dramatic and something drastic for me to snap and actually care about my own life, you know what I'm saying? Which is kind of sad to say because if you grew up like I did,
Terrell Stennis.
I was kind of put in that society.
Let's go, bro.
Yo, what's up, Terrell Stennis? What's good? Appreciate it, bro. Thanks for coming by, yo. So basically, this episode is about the recap, about my life on how I was. Now I was an addict. Well, I still am an addict, you know what I'm saying? But I've been an addict in recovery clean for 5 years now. I'm going on the 5th year. You know what I'm saying? And I did it all with willpower,
Drop
dog.
like for yeah, bro.
Hell yeah, appreciate that, Terrell. You know what I'm saying? So no matter how hard life is out there, no matter what you're going through out there, you know what I'm saying? You guys could get through it. You got motherfuckers could get through it. There's ways to get past this shit, and there's ways to overcome that addiction, and there's ways to overcome that fucking, you know what I mean, that depression or that fucking or that, you know what I mean, that pain and that loss you've gotten from, past losses or whatever it is you're dealing with in life, you know what I'm saying? There's a way you can get through it and fucking be happy and live right, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what I want to do here in these episodes, I want to kind of give people an example about my fucking lifestyle, let you guys know the shit that I went through in life, and then see how dramatic of a change it is, you know what I'm saying? How I can go from being one person completely headed down the wrong path straight to fucking being dead or straight to fucking life in prison, or completely changed from that person to a whole nother person, dog. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm good now. I'm happy. I'm living life. I got a family, yo. I got my babies, yo. And to be honest, yo, this is the happiest I've ever been in my life, yo. You know what I'm saying? And of course, I still have issues that I have to deal with because of choices that I made in life. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that there's a way you could come out of that fucking dark hole that we sometimes dig ourselves in. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, hell yeah. I'm gonna light up, see if we can get something going here. Light up this Blizzy, or I don't know if I have any more raps, yo. But how's everybody doing out there? How you guys doing? VIP Zaza on the house. I'm glad to see you're good. Glad to see you're alright. Now, to start this off, yo, I'm gonna let you guys know where I come from. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on the southwest side of the states in New Mexico. Okay, now in Albuquerque, New Mexico, also known as, you know, the Duke City or Albuquerque or Burque or however you want to say it, you know what I'm saying? Area code 505, you know what I mean? And out here ain't really much. They ain't shit out here, but it's a motherfucking desert, and it's the Wild West out here. Either you fucking got it or you don't. There ain't no motherfuckers holding down their fucking areas and this and that. It's either you got it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? And either you're selling dope and you're doing it, or you're fucking doing dope and you're strung out, and there ain't no other ins, ands, or in betweens. Everybody around here is strung the fuck out on one, dog. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, but you grew up fucking gang banging and this and that, dog. I grew up, I fucking immediately I was fucking involved in gang activity, dog. I'm talking fourth grade, third grade, I was already getting involved in fucking gang activity, dog. You know what I'm saying? And got ranked in. I mean, I was always from my hood, and all my family was from my hood, so I was kind of born into the shit. You know what I'm saying? But when I first got that fucking jump in and fucking everybody fucking you up and fucking got involved and actually became a part of the family and shit like that, is like early on elementary type shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? So like, my hood is my hood, and I always be there, and I've always fucking rode for my hood and my city, dog. You know what I'm saying? And I ride for my city to this day. You know what I'm saying? But it comes a part where I was just, you know, 14 to 17, 18, maybe even a little longer. It was a point where I just didn't give a fuck. I wanted to fucking, honestly, I wanted to fucking shoot at whoever the fuck I could. Anybody from other sides, I didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care about life, dog, at all. Because I didn't have nothing to live. I didn't have nothing to live for. I didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? My father went to prison the year I was born. I was born 1991, yo, April 11th, you know. And fucking my father went to prison for murder the year I was born, dog. The year I was born, right? So he didn't get out till 2004, I think, when he got out first time on parole, like after that long 13, 14 year stretch or whatever the fuck it was. And then after that, he got out for like a couple months and then went right back, boom. And then went back for another 4 years, 5 years or something like that, and then came back out, you know what I'm saying? So he was never there, you know what I mean? That's a whole nother story, but I'll get into that later. But he was never there, you know what I'm saying? So all I had to grow up with was my grandma, which was my dad's mom, right? Which was an amazing person, yo. And she pretty much raised me. Between her and my real mom, they pretty much raised me. And my mom was a little young, but not too young. She was like 16, 17 when she had me, I believe. But she had like 3 other sisters, you know what I mean? 4 other sisters that she was looking out for, that she had to take care of because her mom wasn't there type shit, you know what I'm saying? But so it was like, I'm stuck in the middle between my mom, who's a young teen, partying and this and that, and living that fucking thug life, you know what I'm saying, to fucking being fucking at my grandma's. Now, when I was young at my grandma's, my grandma and my grandma were like pastor and like big in the church and shit, you know what I'm saying? And like when I was like maybe like all the way up to the age of 13, you know, they were like really involved in the church and all that stuff. So it was kind of crazy, you know, seeing a family go from, you know, being really like Christian type family, doing good and stuff like that, all the way to fucking straight full blown fucking heroin addict, the gatos, fucking straight up fucking losing everything, dog. To see it to all the way till it ended up killing them and losing everything, like seeing a perfect home go down straight into being a straight broken home where the fucking roaches take over and shit, dog. Like on some real shit, dog. And so I pretty much got to see that, you know what I'm saying? I watched a home go from being a nice Christian home to where you could barely even cuss in the house, to fucking the last few years where it was fucking no water turned on, no fucking electricity, fucking needles everywhere, fucking everybody strung out, fucking people falling out here and there, fucking overdosing and shit. It was crazy, dog, you know what I'm saying? The life was crazy, but I didn't know nothing else. That's all I knew. You know what I mean? That's all I was around, so that's all I knew. I was kind of involuntarily volunteered into this fucked up fucking surroundings, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because like the generational curse of fucking heroin addicts goes down in my family all the way to my great grandpas, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because my dad did a life sentence in prison, was a heroin addict. His dad was did time in prison and was a heroin addict. My great grandpa was a big time heroin dealer and heroin addict, and he recently just passed away. He was 87 when he passed away. Just passed away like last month, 2 months ago, my grandpa. And let's see, so like you see the transition though, like after generation after generation after generation, we've been in prison and heroin addicts. So every single one of us, yo, my whole fucking family, all the way up to my great grandparents, dog, which is fucking nuts if you think about it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, fuck that, I had to fucking break that curse, dog, you know what I'm saying? I look at my kids now, dog, and I'm like, no way am I gonna fucking allow these kids to go through the fucking shit that I went through, you know what I'm saying? Just the shit that I put myself through, even that, you know what I'm saying? Just being a fucking heroin addict and fucking doing what the fuck I need to do to make sure that I have my next fucking fix, you know what I'm saying? And make sure that I was wild every fucking morning and shit, you know what I'm saying? And it was just crazy how like just 5 years ago, bro, 5-6 years ago, I had nobody, bro. I had nothing. I was fucking on the run.
Susie
fucking
_
warrants
Heisenberg.
and shit, dog.
Yeah.
I had fucking felony warrants up the ass cheeks, dog. Fucking I went and I did my time, dog, you know what I'm saying? And fucking it's crazy that like it just seems like yesterday that my whole life was different, you know what I mean? And it kind of shows me that anything is possible, you know what I mean? I was sitting there at one point in time where I was facing 8 years in prison. Well, not even facing, I got sentenced, bro. I got sentenced to 8 years in prison. And I had nobody, bro. I had no one to even call, dog. My grandma passed away, like I said. She was the only person, my only immediate person, my main support, you know, the person you call mom, the person you call when you're in trouble or when you needed to get bonded out, or you know what I'm saying? Like that person, you know what I'm saying, was just up and gone one day, you know what I'm saying? Fucking straight died in my arms, yo. Went on a binge and then her heart just stopped. You know what I'm saying? But it you know, it is what it is, dog. Life is
we
life.
all have
you know
a
what I'm saying?
wild side. Feed yours with Jack links https://boti.gg/sj3gknwqn.
I just saying, like, I'm still at awe of like, because of like, I'm amazed to see like how far and how much someone could change, yo, and become something so much better. You know what I mean? Because honestly, fucking 5 to 10 years ago, dog, I was a fucking piece of shit, just fucking drug addict, dog, on the street, fucking nobody, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'd have fucking got your ass if I could have. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I was really always who I am, but I mean, I've learned and came so far. You know what I mean? I didn't give a fuck about nobody, bro. I was real selfish when I was still strung out and I was an addict. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing else mattered to me besides making sure I was well and I wasn't sick and I wasn't hurting. You know what I'm saying? So I would have did whatever that meant to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy how if you put a little bit of thought to it and a little bit of willpower, a little bit of thought, and a little bit of faith, and you can fucking do anything. You can do anything you put your mind to, and that's fucking crazy because it's true. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want that life no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it came to a point where, you know, I was sitting in a cell and I was like, fuck, man. I didn't want to live like that no more, dog. And not just because I was in a cell or because I was locked up. And it's not even because of that. It's more because I kept doing the same fucking thing and getting the same results. Like, I kept fucking living the same way and expecting for something to change. You know what I'm saying? I kept repeatedly going to jail, back and forth, because when I got out, I would go right back and do the same thing. I go and boom, get high right away, and then I'd be on a mission again, boom, right away. So it's like the moment I got out, boom, I was back on it again. You know what I'm saying? So like, I was expecting something to change, but I was continuously doing the same things. You know what I'm saying? So it took kind of a little bit of a snap, you know what I mean? A little bit of a fucking reality check to realize, hey, gotta do something different for something to change, you know what I mean? And it's like the definition of insanity, you know? It's doing the same thing over and over and over again.
YOUTUBE.SKILLZ 420.
And
it is hard to wake up sometimes, bro.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it is. Dude, that's like the definition of insanity is what I was saying, is like waking up, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting something to change. It's like, you know what I mean? If I keep running into that fucking wall, you know, I'm still gonna end up hitting it regardless, you know what I mean? I'm wondering, why am I hitting this wall, but I keep running into it, you know what I mean? So I don't know. But yeah, dog, there was times in the morning where I woke up and I didn't want to wake up, dog, at all. I dreaded waking up. I mean, I remember those days and those long ass fucking cold nights, dog. I didn't want to wake up. I mean, I stayed in bed as long as I possibly could fucking sleep, dog. As long as I possibly could stay in fucking bed. Crawled up in a fucking ball because I didn't want to get up, dog. Because I hated the life I was living, homie. Like, I'm being 100% real, fool. Like, I started to hate the life I was living. I didn't want to live that way. It was either I was gonna fucking go all out and fucking locate, or I needed to change, homie. And being the person I am, homie, I'm not a weak-hearted, soft-hearted person. I'm not the type to give up. I find that fucking that suicide shit and that fucking kill yourself shit, I find that to be weak, homie. How you gonna give up? You know what I'm saying? I could never give up, homie, but that's just always been the fight in me, you know what I mean? It's always been the dog in me, you know what I mean? So that's what's kept me going, is I'm never the type to give up, homie. I'm always the one that wants to keep going and keep going, no matter what I was doing, even if it was negative stuff. Like, I was always the one that wanted to keep on and keep on and keep on. If I was hustling, I wanted to do the most. I wanted to hustle the hardest. If I was fucking out there gangbanging, I wanted to be the biggest killer, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to go out there and hit the most fuckers, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I did something, I did the most of it, dog. And that's what I think drives me, you know what I'm saying? Because when I really put my mind to it and I said, hey, I don't want to fucking live like this no more, because I don't like these results. So I fucking took everything that I have and everything that I am to be like, nah, I need to change everything. I need to change my train of thought. I need to change and come up with the reasons why I feel like I need that. Like, how bad do you really want a better life? How bad do you want to wake up and be happy in the fucking mornings? You know what I'm saying? Like, because waking up fucking sick every morning, dog, sucks, homie. And it's a fucking fucked up torturous life, dog. It's straight torture, dog. Waking up fucking sick every fucking morning, dog. I did that shit for 15 years, 16 years of my life, dog. Waking up sicker than a fucking dog every fucking morning, dog. Oh my god, bro. I can't believe that I put myself through that for so long. So long. I mean, I put myself through hell, dog. Through hell, bro. I'm talking, you think the flu is bad? You think fucking being sick with fucking COVID is bad? Man, try withdrawing from heroin, dog, for fucking long periods of time and repeatedly. Yeah, try that. Tell me if you think that's worse. Shit, dog. I got COVID too. That shit was nothing compared to withdrawing from heroin, homie. Nothing, dog. Nothing. Yeah, light up. There's just something in me that you just gotta keep going, dog. You know what I'm saying? How bad do you want it? We all could change. We all know what we need to do. We know what we're doing wrong. We know where our fuck ups are and what our flaws are and what's fucking us up. I knew that my addictions and my ways of living was fucking me up and was only bringing me downhill. I just didn't want to stop. I didn't want to stop getting high. I didn't want to stop using. I loved to use. That's what my problem was, is that I didn't want to stop. No matter, yeah, they sent me through treatment. I went through treatment as a juvenile, went through this, counselors, that, you know what I'm saying? Everything, dog. But nothing's gonna change somebody if they don't want to be changed, homie. You can't change somebody that doesn't want to be changed. I didn't want to be changed, dog. I loved getting high every day. I wanted that. That's what I wanted to do because I didn't want to think about nothing. I wanted to be numb to the world. I didn't give a fuck about nobody or nothing. I just wanted to do me. I wanted, as long as I felt good. I didn't give a fuck about nobody, dog. You know what I'm saying? As long as I felt good. Because that's what I thought it was, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's how I grew up and I was raised by addicts, dog. And by fucking heroin addicts. And that's what it was, dog. You know what I'm saying?
It's a hard addiction, bro. To love that life is hard to switch.
I mean, to do that and to be that way for so many years, homie. To come out of that and to break that fucking, even that train of thought is just, it's a, like I said, it's a blessing, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm at awe how just the power of willpower, homie, your own willpower. You can do anything. You can do anything you put your mind to. No matter how fucked up you are, no matter how addicted you are, no matter how much you think you're not addicted, but your shit's still causing problems in your life, no matter, just, there's always a way out. There's always a way you can change to do something better. There's always a way to overcome your addiction or whatever it is that you're going through. You know what I'm saying? Just gotta think, you know what I mean? How bad do you want to change? How bad do you want to have a good life? You know, you like waking up feeling like shit every fucking morning, or being stressed, being worried every fucking morning on how you're gonna fucking get well or get your next fix every day? Sucks, bro. You know what I'm saying? And addiction is evil, bro. It's evil. It's evil. You don't even know that you're going into full-blown addiction until you're already there. You know? I didn't know that I was a full-blown heroin addict by the time I was 14 years old. You know, I didn't know that then. I just thought I was just living. I was doing what I was supposed to be doing, you know? And then when I started to love that life, and I didn't have nothing to live for, that's when I started going the hardest. You know what I'm saying? Started going the hardest. Once you don't give a fuck about the consequences, then it gets dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy how I've came so far, dog. And you know what it is? It's because I needed something to live for. I mean, it is. That's what it was. I had nothing to live for. And the one person I cherished and loved the most was gone in a blink of an eye, yo, and ripped out of my heart, dog. And I didn't have anything to live for no more, dog. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I started to realize that I was really lost. Well, I felt lost. I knew I didn't want to be in prison anymore. I knew that if I continued to keep doing the shit that I was doing, that I was either gonna do life or I was gonna fucking end up dead, you know what I'm saying, by my own hand or whatever, you know, or fucking in a shootout or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't give a fuck, dog, you know what I mean? And it gets dangerous. Like I said, it gets dangerous. When you don't give a fuck, it gets dangerous, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Susie_Heisenberg. Oh, I can imagine.
Cause this people, you know, it's one thing for someone to lose it when they get mad or this or that, but when somebody don't have anything to lose and they don't give a fuck about the consequences, they're
Crooks_93.
how can I explain this? They're fucking
Facts.
They're dangerous, dog. You know what I'm saying? They're how do you say that? They're unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? They're unpredictable. Because, you know what I mean? At that point in time, you could have said something to me, dog. You could have said the wrong thing to me and I would have got out and shot you right in your face, dog. And I wouldn't have cared. I would have went and drove right into fucking McDonald's and ordered me a fucking burger, dog. And I wouldn't have gave a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of person I was, fool. And it was a life that I chose to live because I didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy, dog. It's crazy how first of all, how I ended up
to be cold.
How I ended up the way I was, how fast it got really, really bad. And it amazes me, like, the amount someone's heart could get cold when you lose everything that you love. When you lose everything that you love and the person that, like, you know, when it's your main support, like a mother, like a father, like a fucking your main person, the person that you called mom or dad or you reached out to and you're in trouble, when you lose that and they're gone, it fucking, you feel lost. I mean, I felt lost. And when I felt lost, I didn't care. Like, I don't know, that's what got me to that breaking point. I mean, that's what got me to that breaking point is I knew I was headed down this wrong path, and I knew it was either go full blown and say fuck it, or do something to where I can start creating a family and maybe I can fucking get out of this and be happy, you know? And I didn't know how I was gonna do it. I didn't have any real plans. I just knew I was gonna take every day slowly, you know what I'm saying? And look, it's been 5 years. I mean, it's been 5 years. I met the most wonderful woman in my life. She's loyal. I met a loyal woman, yo, a loyal woman. And that was all I needed, yo. That was all I needed to be like, all right, cool. Now I could create a family, and as long as we're both on the same page, yo, we could start doing this. You know what I'm saying? We're both recovering addicts. And once I had my baby, my first baby, I was like, oh yeah, man, this is what I want to do. You know, this is what I want to do. And when I had my first
Caribbean is
kid,
run
yo,
by
I was
PC
still
gamers
using,
and
yo.
built around the
I was
simple
still
idea
using.
of building the best gaming computers for every budget. https://bothi.gg/hohw_g9n.
Like I said, when I had my first kid, yo, well, technically it's my second kid, but because I had my first kid when I was 13, but I'm talking about my kids that I had with my wife now. When we had our first one, I was still using, you know, we were both still in our addiction. But we both wanted to change. We both were striving for something better. We both wanted to get out of this life. And once we met each other, we clicked. And ever since then, man, it's hard for me to let people get close to me. It's really, really hard for me to let people get close to me because I know what it feels like to be hurt. I know what it feels like to be betrayed. And I know what it feels like to be betrayed by family and to be betrayed by your closest of closest people. So we're wary about who I let close to me. And, you know, if anybody showed me that she was fucking down for me, if anybody showed me that they were gonna be there for me, like life or death situation type shit, this chick has showed me, dog. This chick has showed me, homie. You know what I mean? It's sad to say that, you know what I mean? I was a fuck gangster and I put her through them fucking situations, but hey, she held her fucking ground, homie, and she showed me, dog. When the fucking guns clapped, homie, she was there, dog. She was there, homie. And that's one reason why I said, all right, boom. I fucking grabbed her and I said, she's a keeper. You know what I'm saying? Once she takes the po-po the other way, you know what I mean? She's a keeper, dog. You know what I'm saying? But hell yeah, man, my chick was there for me, dog. You know what I mean? I knew I found a loyal one. And you know what? You know why? They weren't from New Mexico. Don't ever get a fucking female from New Mexico, man. Man, they don't know what loyalty is. You say you have a woman from Albuquerque, yo, they're not loyal, dog. They're not loyal. You gotta find them outside of New Mexico. Nah, I'm just kidding, but man, the women out here will get your ass out here, dog. They do not give a fuck. The women out here are heartless, bro. They will get you. They will use you and get your ass. You know what I'm saying? So it was real hard for me to trust, especially women, you know.
Crooks_9336.
It was bad, bro.
Crooks_9336.
Hell yeah.
Rolling
they
on
worse.
the floor laughing, rolling
worse
on
than
the floor
hoes.
laughing.
They worse than hoes, dog. They fucking bloodthirsty hoes. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Damn. But yeah, man, it's crazy, yo. Once I had that, and I knew that I had something there and she was loyal, I said, oh yeah, she's a keeper. Now I could start building something, you know what I mean? Now I could start building something to live for, you know what I mean? And then we started cleaning up, yo, and that's when I got sick. Right when we had our first baby and we started cleaning up here and there, you know what I'm saying? And I started getting sick, yo. I got an infection in my heart and shit, you know? And yeah, I was dying. I pretty much was dying. And you see what happened was I had gone to the situation in my apartment, where I had to leave the apartment because it was involved in a home invasion, and it was all fucked up, you know what I'm saying? It was all fucked up. Fucking gunshots were all ripped through the walls and shit. So I had to leave the apartment and chunk up the apartment and shit. And I ended up having to move in with one of my boys, no? And it's just one of my boys off the street, dog, you know what I'm saying, that I was hustling with, or that I was selling shards to or something. And I had known him for a little while. I met him, I think, locked up or something like that, no? But I knew this guy, I knew him pretty well, you know what I'm saying? I did a little bit of time with him and shit like that. And he was kind of like one of them punk rocker type dudes, you know what I'm saying? But I knew he was about his shit because I did time with him, you know what I'm saying? And so he let me move in over there, right? Because I was basically on the streets, dog. When that shit happened, dog, I was forced to be out on the streets, and it was me, my girl, and our baby, you know, because we just had our newborn baby, you know. And me and my mom, my real mom, we weren't getting along at all, you know. We hardly ever do, you know what I'm saying? But still got to the point where we were sleeping in the whip. We were sleeping in the whip and shit, you know what I'm saying? And I was, of course, I was trapping, you know what I mean? I was trapping, dog. I was just doing everything I could, so we were good. We were both wow. Fucking my kid was fed, had his milk, diapers, and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm grinding all day, and I was trapping on the block, you know what I mean? I fucking got to a point, dog, where I had to move in, like I said, with my boy. And when we moved in there, it was real dirty, dog, you know what I'm saying? And it was like a busted up fucking trailer, you know what I'm saying? And fucking everyone's doing meth and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Probably even cooking meth in the fucker and everything. And fucking and everything. But I didn't have nowhere to go, dog. And my fucking kids needed a fucking roof over their head, you know what I'm saying? Because it was cold, dog. It was cold as a motherfucker. It was winter. My air conditioner my heater was going on and off in the whip. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? I had a newborn baby with me, dog, you know what I mean? And so boom, he let me stay there. And so I came in, he gave me a room, whatever. I fucking cleaned the fuck out the room and shit, moved my kid in it, moved my fucking chicken,
Susie,
you know what I mean? That way they had a
Bison
spot
Bro.
and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Oh. Restream.io. Trophy, congratulations. You've received 100 messages today with Restream chat.
Yeah. Anyway, so okay, so I moved my chick and everybody in there, right? Remember, like I told you, it's real dirty, you know what I mean? It's a trap house, dog, you know what I'm saying? Not only that, but everyone's doing meth, bro, you know what I'm saying? So they're fucking some straight tweaker type fucking trailer park type shit, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I was doing the most, dog, and I was just basically trapping to try to stay above water. We were doing bad, dog, you know what I'm saying? Because I had just spent all my pickup money, dog. I had $1,100 or something like that. It was like $1,100, $1,200, you know? And that was all my pickup money, dog. And fucking I used it to get that apartment, dog. I used the whole fucking rack and $200 to get the apartment, all of it, dog. All my money that I hustled, bro. All my pickup money, dog, to pick up again, to keep the money going again, dog. You know what I'm saying? And I used it to get this apartment, dog. And even the same week.
Setup. How your day been treating you, homie?
Hell yeah, day's been good. Day's been good. Hell yeah. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the podcast. I feel coffins. Welcome. Yeah, so back to what I was saying is, okay, so I moved into this trailer, right? And fucking I had to get my kid in there because all the money that I had saved up, I had put it on the apartment, right? And that apartment got fucked up, right? The first week, fucking all kinds of shit popped off, ended up in a shootout, fucking home invasion came through. It was a fucked up shit happened, dog, you know what I'm saying? And I can't really go too much into that, but like I had to chunk up the whole apartment. Basically, I had to chunk the whole fucking apartment up, dog, and bounce and everything in it. You know what I'm saying? Within the first week of putting down $1,200 of fucking straight dope money. You know what I'm saying? Like, all hustle. I ain't got no income. You know what I mean? I ain't got no fucking job. I can't get no fucking job. You know what I mean? Not only was I a fucking fleeing felon, but I had 4 active warrants on my arrest for aggravated burglary and some more shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? And fucking, so my shit was fucked up, dog. I couldn't do nothing, dog. I was stuck hustling just to support my fucking chick and her new kid, dog. You know what I mean? And it was a mission, bro, you know what I'm saying? But I was doing the most. I was doing what I needed to do. And fucking, it got bad to where, like, I started getting sick in that apartment. And I couldn't I couldn't figure out why I was getting sick. You know what I mean? I thought I was just maybe detoxing from the shit.
Mad respect.
Hell yeah, appreciate it, bro. I feel like maybe I was like detoxing from the shit or whatever, you know what I mean? Maybe detoxing from the black or whatever, because I wasn't doing enough. I was only like getting like enough to barely stay well, and then I would split that with my girl, so she was okay, and she was already cleaning up. She was already coming off of everything and cleaning up for the baby and stuff like that. And I had to stay well, that way I can stay hustling to make sure that we're okay for the day, you know what I'm saying? And let me remind you, I wasn't getting no fucking help from my mom. I wasn't getting no help from nobody, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have no help, no skin off from nobody, dog. The only persons that helped me were a couple people off the block, and you know what I mean? And they know who they are, you know what I'm saying? And fucking, so when I started getting sick, homie, it was like within a 3-day period, homie, I'm talking, I got sick. I couldn't even get up no more. Like, I was fucked up. I thought I was just sick. Maybe I wasn't getting well. But then I called my grandpa, which, remember I was telling you, is a big time fucking dealer, and fucking boom, he got to me, whatever, sent someone to me. I got well. I did all kinds of dope, homie, and I was still sick. I could not figure out why I was getting sick, right? And it was all between a week period, right? And so the first 3 days, like I said, I felt like I had the flu. And I was like, I couldn't get up, and fucking, I just felt real nauseous and shit. 4th day, dog, I couldn't get up to use the restroom, dog. 5th day, dog, I said, oh no, something's going on. Something's wrong with me, you know what I mean? I couldn't get up. I had no energy. I felt so exhausted, bruh. I wasn't throwing up or nothing, but I couldn't get nothing down. I couldn't drink nothing. I couldn't do anything, bro. So I was pretty much dying, bro. I was dying of dehydration and fucking everything. I remember at one point in time that week where I was laying there, homie, and I was looking at a fucking glass of water, homie, and I was so fucking thirsty. I remember I started crying, homie, because I could not get that fucking glass of water, homie. But I was so thirsty, homie. I was dying, and that's how sick I was. That's when I realized, oh shit, I gotta go to the hospital. Like, someone needs to take me to the fucking hospital. You know what I'm saying? Something's wrong with me. You know what I mean? And fucking, so boom. I start telling everybody, I need to go to the hospital, try to get somebody to take me to the hospital, you know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. And fucking, nobody would take me to the fucking hospital, everybody just thought, I was sick from the dope or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But finally, I called my auntie, and my auntie, boom, she shows up, and she's like, oh no, we gotta get him to the doctor. I came out, I'm all yellow, my skin's all yellow, my eyes are all yellow, fool, I look like I'm dying, dog, you know what I'm saying? And so boom, they take me to the hospital, I wake up like 2-3 days later, dog, and sure enough, boom, I had fucking endocarditis, fool. I had an infection inside my heart, fool. They did an MRI and x-rays all over my body because they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me, but I was dying. And fucking, they found a little fucking white mass inside my heart, bro. And fucking, it was a little ball of infection. It's basically like staph infection, but it was inside my heart valve, And it's called endocarditis. So basically, my heart had an infection in it, right? From fucking fixing and probably being in that nasty ass, dirty fucking meth house trailer. You know what I'm saying? Where there's fucking mold everywhere. There was mold on the windowsills and fucking, it was disgusting, bro. It was bad. Like, there was black mold all on the windowsill. It was bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I had no choice, and I had nowhere to go, and I had to supply a fucking roof for my fucking chick and her fucking kid, dog. You know what I'm saying? Times. And yeah, so fucking, I did what I had to do, dog. But anyway, so I show up, I'm at the hospital now, boom. Sure enough, they find that shit, and pretty much they're telling me if they need to put me on IV antibiotics
Bostisimo
for like 6 weeks.
This stream is proudly sponsored
or
by
else
Refferal,
I'm gonna die.
Your path
you know what I'm saying?
PC gaming. Free shipping in the continental
hold on.
US. https://buti.gg/b1zyjdgq3.
So they basically say they're gonna need to do IV antibiotics, and if the IV antibiotics don't work, if they don't stop that infection, you're gonna die. Okay, so I was like, all right, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm still fucking kind of out of it, and dog, I was still fucking using. I remember still using in the hospital, bro. Now that I think back, I was still using in the hospital, bro. Man, dog, that's how bad I was in my addiction, dog. Like, already dying, bro, dying. Literally, if the IV antibiotics don't work, bro, you're gonna die. And I'm still in the fucking hospital, fucking using, dog, sticking fucking dope in my fucking, in my IV, my fucking. I mean, damn, dog, I'm fucking too much, bro. That's an addiction, dog. That's an addiction. When you're fucking sitting there dying, dog, and you still are using, you're still having the urge to use, dog. That's when you're doing bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So I did the whole 6 weeks of IV antibiotics, and it broke the infection. And so there was, after the infection was gone, that valve, the tricuspid valve inside my heart, was damaged. Okay, so although that the infection was gone, that tricuspid valve was damaged, so the right side of my heart was starting to swell, because the tricuspid valve is what pushes all the blood from your left side of your heart into the right side of your heart. So that wasn't functioning right, so the right side of my heart was swelling. Okay, so of course they released me home with this news, and they didn't give me no way to, they didn't tell me what I needed to do. They didn't tell me if there was another step or nothing. They're just like, all right, your heart's swelling. That was it. Like, basically, you're gonna die. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, well, what do I need to do? You know what I'm saying? So I started looking it up, looking up endocarditis, looking up all the shit. And if you guys look up at this clip that I have up on the top left, I finally found a doctor. I found a doctor that would go and cut my chest open and replace that valve with the prosthetic valve from a pig. All right, because we needed to replace that valve because my heart was swelling. But
Vipzasa 420.
Here's the thing.
Damn.
Here's the thing. No doctor in New Mexico or anywhere that I called would touch me, because I had a history of using drugs. So no surgeon that I called, no special doctor, nothing. No one would take me, dog. No one would touch me. So that was the reason why the doctors didn't tell me what to do, because they knew that no surgeon would touch me because I was a heroin addict. Okay. So after dealing with this, I was like, you know, we got to find somebody, you know what I mean? We got to find somebody, and we got to prove to these doctors that I'm not just going to go use, and I'm not just going to go fuck it up. If they work on me and they do the procedure, which is a very rare procedure, not rare anymore, but I mean, it was a rare procedure to get done and to have done. It's an open heart surgery, dog, you know what I'm saying? And to get a doctor to do that, especially with HMO, with Medicaid and like regular types of insurance, dog, you know what I'm saying? I don't have fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars to fucking put up for a surgeon, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I was kind of hit, dog, you know what I mean? I was kind of hit. So I just kept trying, and I cleaned up, and I said, fuck it, you know, we got to prove to these doctors that I can fucking stay clean for a whole fucking year, and then maybe they'll fucking work on me, you know, maybe we'll find someone, you know. And finally, after calling for about 6 months, I finally found someone. That would do it. So we scheduled it for 6 months out. I had already been 6 months clean. And he said, if you come in 6 months and you're still clean, he said, we'll go ahead and do the procedure. And he's telling me this, and he's saying, you know, basically he wanted me to know that there's no guarantee that this procedure is gonna work, and there's no guarantee that I could even make it through the procedure. You know what I'm saying? And but on the other hand, my heart was swelling. You know what I mean? On the other hand, my heart was swelling. So it's like I'm on a time limit because my heart's swelling, getting filled with blood. And then I got this the other side where like I gotta stay clean for a certain amount of time, so these doctors could trust me, so they know if they go and do that procedure, I'm not just gonna go run and get high again and then get another fucking abscess in my heart and then die. You know what I'm saying? It'd all be a fucking waste of time. You know what I'm saying? Which is understandable. You know what I mean? It's understandable on my part, but damn, you know. But so finally, like I said, we had the procedure, and I showed up here on these clips on the slideshow, yo. I have the procedure there where they cut my chest wide open, yo, and they went in there and they did it, dog. And they replaced that tricuspid valve with a heart valve from a pig, and then they put it in my heart and reattached it, yo, and that's how it works, you know. And so when they tried to reset
hard,
it,
brother, you being true, some real hard risk moments.
Yeah. And then so when after the procedure, okay, after the procedure, everything was supposed to be good. You know what I mean? There wasn't really supposed to be no complications or nothing like that. But after procedure, after they woke me up and everything, they were trying to pace my heart and see if my heart can pace by itself, that if it could pump by itself, you know, like a normal heart's supposed to. But when they took the pacer off, my heart wouldn't pump. So basically that meant that I had to put in a permanent pacer. So a permanent heart pacer, you know? So basically now that they did that procedure and they put that new valve in, it fixed the valve and my heart's functioning properly and it's not swelling or anything like that. But now I have that pacer because now my heart doesn't have the power to pump on its own anymore. So it needs like that pacer, which is like a battery, you know, that's gonna keep my heart pumping. So with this new pacer, it's not one of those ones that go on your chest or that you see sticking out. This new pacer that they put in me, dog, is inside me, and it's like the size of a grain of rice, bro. Maybe a little bit bigger. And it's like this titanium little thing. I have the prototype. Maybe I'll show it next episode. But it's a little battery looking thing. It's about the size, a little bit bigger than a grain of rice. And it sits inside my heart. Well, it sits like on the top of my heart, on the side of my heart. And it's connected to that valve and to everything else, and it makes my heart pace. So without that pacer, I'm fully blocked. I got a fully paced heart. My heart will not work without that pacer. So I'm basically, it's called heart block.
Damn.
So now I gotta go to like the device clinic and shit like that, you know, once every 6 months and shit like that. Cause if this device starts to fuck up, and if that device malfunctions, man, a lot of people aren't fully dependent on a pacer. Some people that have pacers, most people that have pacers, their heart will still pace without it. They just need the little extra push. Me, I'm completely heart blocked. I mean, without this pacer, my heart will not pump. You know what I'm saying? So I'll die immediately. So that's why they had to put in the permanent pacer. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, it worries me a little bit now about like malfunctions and shit like that. That's why I try to stay on top of it with the device clinic and shit. Because if this device starts to fuck up, then I could die like immediately because my heart doesn't pace by itself, you know? But yeah, I mean, that's kind of like I just wanted to basically make this episode like a good little recap on kind of like, you know, my life in the beginning and kind of like what this whole podcast is going to be about. You know what I'm saying? And this is kind of what the podcast is pretty much going to be about. Basically giving me a chance to express shit that I went through, try to reach out to other people, being a positive influencer, trying to reach out to people that are hurting or that are going through some shit or that are addicted in life and that want something different. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to let that be known that there's a way you can change and you can be happy. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to wake up in fucking torment all the time, or wake up in depression all the time, or wake up fucking feeling like you're hating life because you're stuck in an addiction or you're stuck living some type of way. There's a way you could change, and you just gotta dig in and use your willpower. And just with the power of willpower, anything could be done. If you can dream it, you can do it, and that's for sure. So that's pretty much what this podcast was about, you guys. If anybody has any questions, though, you know, now's the time. Now's the time. If anybody wants to come in on some questions, you want to ask me anything about it. See, as you see on the screen right there, that's my chest when my chest got cut open. I show it up on the screen. Yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to do, is just pretty much a little recap on what the show and what the podcast is pretty much about. I'm gonna start having guests and start doing a little bit extra stuff, you know what I mean? Probably end up playing like some of my music on here, and I'll do different little things, you know what I mean? Keep it interesting. Also, I want to have guests on here talk about their experiences and different life experiences that they've shared, that they want to share or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So different stuff like that. I want to take it wherever it goes, you know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely going to keep it up every Monday. We're going to be doing this every Monday at 6 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. my time, Mountain Standard Time. And but yeah, like I said, if anybody has any questions or any comments or anything like that, you know, you guys are free to share now. I'm going to go ahead and light up this blunt.
Vip says a 420. Can you do sport with the heart surgery?
I do sports. Yeah, I could do sports. I need to like bring my stamina up and shit like that. I'd have to like train for it and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I couldn't do like open sports anyway, regardless, because I fucking have a history of hepatitis C and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be able to box in the ring, or I wouldn't be able to like get on the field, anything blood on blood, anything like that, because I have well, I'm negative now, but I've had history of hepatitis C, so
Susie
you know what I'm saying?
Heisenberg. You are strong. Clapping hands, clapping hands, clapping hands.
I'll tell you what, though, if it wasn't for my family, if it wasn't for creating a family and doing what I needed to do to create something to live for, dog, I wouldn't have been able to do it. I don't think I would have been able to do it, you know? You have to, even if you don't have something to live for, you have to create something to live for. You don't have a family, you don't have nobody there for you, you don't have no one to call, you don't have no one to say you love, or whatever the case is. Create it. Create someone. Go out and meet someone. Go out and make that life that you want to live. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing gonna stop you. You have the willpower to do anything. Anything you put your fucking mind to, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? It's how bad do you
Bostisimo.
want it? How bad do you
We all
want
have a
to
wild
succeed?
side.
You know what I'm saying? How bad do you want to live a happy life? You know what I mean?
boti.gg/sj3gknwqn. Vipzeza 420. Did you have Bubamon after or before prison?
After. Man's only just turned 4 years old, bro. I've been out of prison and clean for 5 years. Yeah, when I first got out of prison, I had
Vipzeza
nobody, bro.
420. He looks bigger, bro.
Yeah. Me little. My babies are little. We just turned 4. Basically 3 and 2. Well, now they're 3 and 4, but they barely turned 3 and 4. I'm gonna get ready for some zombies tonight. Hell yeah, we're gonna get some zombies in tonight. I don't know what we should do though, you guys. What do you guys want to do? I'm thinking about either playing Cold War or probably some older Call of Duty zombies. I don't know. Everybody seems to like to play Cold War because they could get in. So I think I might end up doing Cold War with Larry or something. But yeah, man, I'm glad this podcast went good. I'm happy. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing more of these every.
Yeah, bro.
I'm gonna be doing more of these every Monday, you guys. Every Monday we're gonna have an episode. Every Monday evening, you guys. Right? So I'm gonna make some more promos for it. I'm gonna make some more images and slideshows. And if anybody has any ideas or anything that I can possibly do, you know, for the podcast, you know, anything interesting or ideas you think that would be cool. You know, I'm still trying to figure out how to kind of host this podcast and how to kind of run it. I'm kind of just like winging it and kind of just doing what I want to do with it, because this is kind of like the basis of what I wanted to do with it. But if anybody has any ideas or anything like that, you know, just holler at me. So yeah, I'm gonna end this podcast, you guys. I appreciate everybody for stopping by, everybody for listening. Make sure you guys come check out the next episode. We're gonna be on it. I'm gonna do some more advertising, some more marketing. We're gonna get some more people in here. Also, I want to try to do some more like video artwork in the background or do something like that. But yeah, we're gonna be doing zombies, you guys. Zombies is up next. Stay tuned. We're gonna be doing open lobbies on Call of Duty Zombies. Don't know which one yet, but we'll do it. And yeah, that's about it. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Thanks everybody, VIP Zaza, Susie. Appreciate you guys interacting in chat. And yeah, like I said, every Monday at 6 p.m. Willpower. If I can do it, you can do it. Catch you guys later. Welcome everybody. We're gonna be jumping into my podcast right now. Doing my check. What's up? Stream Elements. What's good? Let me get my music on real quick, you guys. This is how I hit my rock bottom for the very first time and how I dealt with it. Stuff in life that we take for granted, you know what I'm saying? Just like being able to be here and wake up today and not fucking be in a fucking grave or be in a fucking prison somewhere or fucking who knows what, you know what I mean? It could be way worse. Your situation could always be worse, always. And that's one thing that I learned in my life is never take for granted the little things in life, because they can fucking be gone in a drop of a hat. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is in life, nothing is promised to you.